March the 4th, 2025. Guys, the trade wars with Canada have officially began, and the tariffs went into effect today for both Mexico and Canada. But this guy you're looking at is Doug Ford. He's Ontario's premier, and he's threatening to cut off electricity to the U.S. Says Republicans will feel pain like they never felt before. And the tariffs are about shutting down the Canadian border from illegal migrants. And same thing with Mexico. That has a lot to do with getting the tariffs released. Not all, because they want to go kind of reciprocal, as Trump says. You know, if you charge us a certain amount, we want to charge you that back evenly. And if you don't shut down the border, it's going to get worse than that. But threatening America by Ontario's premier is kind of like the Japanese admiral saying, I think we've awakened a sleeping giant. This is not the Biden administration, Mr. Ford. You might want to watch what you say. And also, you might want to talk to the electric company there and their stockholders. Guys, maybe before today's over, I think we're going to see a little bit of difference in this guy's attitude. And the reason I say that is a few days ago, was it Denmark or Newfoundland? One of the, maybe Denmark, was upset about the tariffs. No, what they were upset about, let me back that up, was the way that Zelensky got kicked out of the White House. And so it was Norway. I think it was Norway. Anyway, so the head of Norway's gas and oil, not the politician, but the owner, came in and said, okay, we're cutting off all naval fuel supplies to the U.S., and we have fleets that move through Norway, probably been doing that since World War II. Anyway, so you weren't going to let them refuel there. Well, then within a few hours, he shut up, and the stockholders and the politicians straightened him out, and they said, oh, no, U.S. can get all the naval fuel they want. So, Mr. Ford, I'm just saying, you're not dealing with the Biden administration anymore. But, guys, he's really made it political and attack one political party instead of just saying, well, the U.S., it's going to affect the U.S. No, he's saying we want to affect Republicans. He says Republicans will feel pain like they never felt before. Now, I'm glad he doesn't have anything to do with the electricity down south. I think it's a few states, including New York, we'll take a look at that would be affected. But at least it's springtime, if they do something like that, guys, I don't know. But what it does is tell me that you guys need to do the same thing that a lot of other states have done. Have a lot of your own energy. Don't take a threat from an outside thug that won't shut down the border. Again, that's what this is it has a lot to do with the border. You want Trump and all of us want it stopped on both sides. Come in legally. If you're coming in, and just like every other nation, you got a week or two or whatever it is, and then go back out if you're just visiting. But it has to be legal, and you have to be legal. You can't be a criminal out of a prison coming up here to kill and rape and mob in the U.S. But Mr. Ford, again, you may be backing off of this before too long. The Trump had told him this was coming, and Ford, he's still mad about it, but in an interview on NBC News, Ford said he had never met a single American who supported the idea of tariffs. I think the polls are saying about 70 to 80%, Mr. Ford, despite the fact that the majority of American voters voted for Donald Trump. We are the largest purchaser of alcohol in the world. You think that's why Trudeau acts so crazy? I don't know. We buy over 3,600 products from 35 states. I talked to Governor of Kentucky and Mitch McConnell. Don't touch our bourbon. Don't touch the bourbon was what Mitch had to say. I'm going after absolutely everything, he said, and I don't want to. We keep the lights on to 1.5 million homes and manufacturing in New York, in Michigan, and in Minnesota. Guys, y'all really need to fire off on this guy. He's going to shut y'all down. Still cool weather up there. And I don't know what kind of backup that the U.S. grid system has that can handle that many people. You know, we barely make it in most states now. You know, you have grid downs when it's too hot and too cold. They're backing off some of the power. So if you start breaking it off to what, 1.5 million homes, then in manufacturing New York, Michigan, and Minnesota, then that's a lot of people. If he wants to destroy our economy and our families, this is again Ford, I will shut down the electricity going down to the U.S., and I'm telling you, we will do it. Ford then went on to say that Americans, particularly those in red states, would feel immense pain at his retaliatory measures. Let's see, let me go back up here. Let's see, what were the states now? New York, Michigan, and Minnesota. I don't know how many red voters are there. I doubt there's many. Let me take that back. There was a lot of changes in this last election, so that wasn't completely fair. But these are not red states by any means with the governors and the mayors that they've got involved. He said the red states would feel the pain. Well, I think those are blue states. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But again, too much liquor, Mr. Ford. Ford goes on to say it's the last thing he wants to do, and he's actually talking about, I'm not going to read the whole article, but that he is ready to start a trade war. It's one person that's coming to attack us economically. No, that's not it. Your closest friend, he's saying Canada is our closest friend, our treasured ally that will stand shoulder to shoulder with you in every situation you've faced, and he's attacking the person, his number one customer. Guys, they won't shut the border down. They're mistreating their citizens, taking away every right they have. But how are they our best friend? That's like saying Mexico, letting the cartels in from the south, is our best friend. 28 states, and a lot of them are red states. They're going to feel the pain like they never felt before. That statement reminds me of what Zelensky said in the Oval Office. And Trump and Vance quickly booted him out, didn't even get to eat lunch, guys. He said, we're going to feel the pain, but I tell you, Canadians are resilient, we're strong, we're proud, and we're going to fight back like they've never seen before. He's a politician, right? But does he have stock in something up there? Or I would dare to say that the stockholders that would lose billions of dollars if he cut off those 3 states in the Northeast, in the North, that he wouldn't last very long. And so he's going to be getting a lot of problems with that message. But again, New York, Michigan, that area, guys, I'm not sure how serious they are, but I wanted to point it out. But he says that they've been our number one ally, our best friend in every situation. Then why won't you close the border down? I mean, people have come in, taken jobs and money and killed people and robbed and raped and pillaged here from your northern border or your southern border across our northern border. That's not the kind of allies we need anymore, Mr. Ford. Good luck with your proposals. If you shut down the Northeast, that's going to be on you. Anyway, guys, we're watching it. There's a tremendous amount of things going on. Mad Maxine and her bunch tried to storm the HUD building last night. They were stopped by Homeland Security, some pretty big officers. And they went back out. They couldn't go in, and had a big rally. And in the rally, they said that they had been abused by the police or harassed or mishandled. But there were inside videos, cameras, and they showed a different story. No one was touched. They were very polite, but they were forceful and saying, no, you're not coming back in here. We've got business going on. But we're watching that and a lot of other things, guys. It's a heads up. Be safe. By the way, this weather is still getting bad, and it's coming our way. Heads up.